global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news.
Hello guys, welcome back. With the reign of crisis going on in Rivers State, in PDP, the fact that the Rivers State, former Rivers State governor, currently the FCT minister, is standing strong with the current administration, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, a lot of PDP stakeholders have started speaking up, giving answers to some of the questions being thrown at them, especially considering the fact that Nigerians believe that PDP is helpless and they are in the grip of Wike. Let's listen to what Sule Lamido, a former governor of Jigawa and an erstwhile minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, have to say about the situation of things in Nigeria, especially as it has to do with the helplessness of PDP, with the fact that Wike is working with the current administration and the challenges that they will have to face in 2027 because of the leakages in loyalty in the party. Let's take a dive into some of the questions that he was asked. One of such questions was that the people look at PDP as an alternative to the APC, but the party has kept losing election. What's the way forward? In response, Sule says, you are still talking about the mood of the moment. You didn't reflect on the past. You must look back and ask, what is the source of the problem? If you see a raging fire, you must identify the source to be able to control the smoke. You are simply talking about the symptoms. You are not looking at a bigger picture. When you say PDP, in 1998, when it was formed, the main focus was to restore unity in Nigeria, to restore people's confidence, which was undeterred by June 12, 1993 presidential election annulment, and a section of the country felt cheated and lost the sense of belonging. After the PDP came to power, the country was established as against the previous feeling of distrust. Chief Olusegun Obasanjo from the southwest emerged as the president, even though they never liked him in his region. What is happening now is that we failed to build on that stability. Unfortunately, today, we are only reacting to the consequences of our own actions. Look at this government. All the governors, the majority of the lawmakers are PDP. Only a few are from Lagos axis, but the majority of them are PDP. Even the secretary to the government of the federation in Tinubu's administration, George Akume, was in PDP. Vice President Kazim Shettima, the SGF, are former governors, former senators, up to the Senate president. Isn't there a better team with lots of experience to solve Nigerian problem than this team? What a big question he asked there. Now, another question thrown at him was the narrative that is floating in the political space, which is that that PDP is helpless and have considered the political space out, being that Wike is in the party. And he was asked, what's the true situation? Is it that truly the political space, have been considered out by Governor Wike, considering he's working with the current administration? In his response, Sule says, Wike is our creation. We made him. We was Wike in 1999. Somebody who was your own invention, whom you thought you could develop, groom as a future leader, now tells you that he is his own person now. What do you do? To me, Wike is not a factor. If Tinubu is not tolerating him, who is Wike? So Wike is there today because the environment is there for him to manipulate and exploit. Simple. We are putting political expediency over the national interest. Wike is being hyped by Tinubu to destroy the PDP, but destroy the PDP also means destroying Tinubu. Wow, what a word. Now, another question thrown at Sule was, what does Tinubu stand to lose if the PDP is destroyed? Nigerians are saying Wike was actually planted to undermine the PDP in that arrangement, not to Tinubu's advantage ahead. In his response, the former governor of Jigawa State says, no, Wike was not planted. He is PDP. Are you saying it was Tinubu who made him special advisor to former Rivers State Governor Peter Odili, or chief of staff to former Governor Rotimi Amechi? Are you saying it was Tinubu who made him governor of Rivers State? No, Wike was never planted. He is PDP. But then, that is the Nigerian character that we have been talking about. But ultimately, he will become a political orphan to Tinubu, and both of them are going to lose because the entire arrangement is unholy. It is immoral. It is un-Nigerian. The issue of betrayal, undermining your party, isn't part of our culture. No matter how long he serves Tinubu, ultimately both of them are going to lose because the country is losing. So Wike was never planted. He was simply identified. He is a willing character who lacks the morality and the good character and honor not to disown his own party. He has mortgaged his own party. A big question was also thrown at him, and the question was, considering all of this, how does PDP plan on winning the next general election? In his conclusive statement, he says, it is a huge challenge. Are the Nigerian people willing? The issue of insecurity, of the economy, of poverty are all there. It is not about the People Democratic Party. It is the opinion of the Nigerian people. People have been hired to destroy the PDP, but we are making every effort because right now we have people who are anti-PDP. Imagine people like Otum, former governor of Benue State, saying our leaders, Wike, has said we will vote Tinubu in 2027. Imagine someone in the PDP saying he is going to take a cue from Wike to vote Tinubu in 2027. People who are in the PDP are also working for the APC and Tinubu. So it is very difficult thing. We are working hard to find people who share a similar concern, because those in the party who are now in government are not on the same frequency with us. If you have those in government who share same frequency with you, we can confidently say yes. But it depends on who you can identify. And we are doing that. We are working hard, but it is a huge task. It is going to be difficult with Tinubu, with his hold on the country, on the economy, and his audacity to say this is where I stand against Nigerian interests. It is something else. Tinubu is very daring. He is his own creation. He is his own creation. He is a self-made man right from Chicago. What he went through on the street. Look at how he was able to fight the alliance for democracy and Afenifere and then Obasanjo at the APC convention. Buhari was against him, but he defeated Buhari. What are you talking about? Don't underestimate a man like that. Look at how he made it in life. He confronted all obstacles to get to where he is today at the apex. There is no Nigerian like Tinubu who has been there on his own. Every established political arrangement, every institution, he demolished them. Now that he is in charge, he is not going to be easy to deal with. With Tinubu, Nigeria is a fake. Okay, Nigeria is a fake doom. Tinubu is the emperor, and if you watch him closely, he doesn't care. He pays the governors at the convention. Prior to the convention, he was in Abeokuta, Ogun State, where he boasted that it was his turn to rule Nigeria, and Buhari, very naive, was watching. He never liked Tinubu. There was somebody he wanted. He didn't even trust his own vice president, Professor Yemi Osinbajo. He wanted Ahmed Lawan, but his calculation was absurd. You have done 8 years for the North, and you wanted another Northerner for another 8 years. No, maybe later, but there are some dynamics which you can't alter, not in Nigeria of today. The president of Nigeria, after being in office for 8 years, lacked the courage to push through his anointed choice. He was there at the convention, and Tinubu, that he never liked, he never believed in image. Tinubu knows that his victory wasn't from Buhari, therefore he owes him nothing. He wasn't the choice of Afenifere. Obasanjo never liked him, but he became president. All the other groups, including the governors, were there, but he won. He was determined to demolish all obstacles, and he crushed it. Imagine how he's singing the praise of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let me consider this question. He said, how PDP considered that Tinubu is unstoppable? Okay, the question thrown at him was, has the PDP considered that Tinubu is unstoppable in 2027? In his response, he said, no. You see, the domestic cat feed on small chickens. But one day, the mother of the chicken stood up to the cat. Tinubu is the cat. What I am saying is that even Pharaoh's empire collapsed. So no matter how daring you are, ultimately it won't end well. So Tinubu today is somebody who has a grip on Nigeria. He owes abeyance to nobody in Nigeria who believed that God made him and he made himself. He is now lording it over the Nigerian people, and nobody can challenge him. He was apt at studying the system, manipulating it. He exploited it, and he did it well. I wish he could use his sagacity, his talent, to help Nigeria's development. It would have been wonderful, but he is using it negatively. He has everything, but not for the development of Nigeria, and it is affecting you. It is affecting me. So much to talk about there. Those were the essence of the question that were thrown at him. But the big question is, what is the future of Nigeria? Do you think that this country will be captured from the hands of Bola Ahmed Tinubu? My colleague is in the house. We just want to talk about some of the position that Sule Lamido has taken, as it has to do with the fact that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has a strong alliance with the person of Wike, who was a product manufactured, made politically by People Democratic Party. What's your stand? Do you think that Lamido is only trying to tell Nigerians that Tinubu will come out victorious in 2027. No hopes except the divine hands of God comes into work.
But the truth be told, if you look at statistics and to check history, give it to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he has emerged against all odds. From the days he was the governor, that was when the president, Chief Obasanjo was president, he worked against him. I think he never even gave him his allocation. It was during that period that Tinubu was able to create this system dynamics of taxation that worked for him and made Lagos to start bringing a lot of revenue. Okay, such that people will say that Tinubu made Lagos and all that. You give it to him, you may not necessarily have to like his person, but yes, he's a very unique and dynamic politician. However way you want to put it is up to you. But I do believe that the only person that can stop Tinubu from being president, after God, is actually Nigerians. But it's actually on the platforms now that matters. Because whatever it is, or whoever it is Nigerians will vote for, they have to come on a platform. You see, that is going to be on a platform of PDP, of which already Wike is on standby to ensure that it's well frustrated, or it's going to be on the platform of LP, of which the likes of Callistus, Arambambi, Apapa, and even Abure are just on the standby, meandering and dancing, which probably that is why the likes of Alex Oti and the likes of Peter Obi are trying to take reins of power now to position the party in such a way that they will get what they're looking for. Already there have been feelers that Atiku Abubakar still wants to get the seat 2027 for the ticket for PDP. And if that happens, already automatically PDP is on the losing side because it is 8 years sacrosanct for each region. Now, they will not have ruled for 8 years. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu rules for 4 years, it's been another 4 years. Another cannot come and take over. Which means if Atiku gets the ticket for PDP, PDP is gone. It's now almost a smooth ride for Bola Ahmed Tinubu to get it again. Except, of course, it comes on the platform of LP if they give it to Peter Obi. And that's what they're trying to get right. Now, if Peter Obi emerges, of course, they said they've ruled out Jonathan out of the whole equation because of that technical rule of being sworn in twice. If they put it now on Peter Obi and Peter Obi does his dynamics well, does his homework well, with God and Nigerians, nothing is impossible. Of course, we also know that there's some dynamics already working, of course, for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who won even without incumbency. May likely win now that he's an incumbent. So it's the only thing we need now. The only thing that can make it happen is Nigerians rising against Bar and insisting that some certain things must change before the election day, which is probably changing the INEC chairman, making sure beavers work, no glitches anywhere, changing a lot of things and ensuring that Nigerians guard those votes and ensure that no announcement is made by 12 midnight. Just maybe we got on our side, something unique can happen. Other than that, no way.
Wow, you pointed out something very important, the fact that when he was outside, he won. Now he is controlling the entire organs of government in Nigeria. How possible is that? Let's wait to see if Nigerians will rally around to make sure they get who they want on that seat, or if Bola Ahmed Tinubu will change the economy to win the love of Nigerians. That's what we would like to leave in. Let's be in the comment section, talk more on this. What's your position in respect to the position of Sule Lamido as it has to do with what is trending about the Wike's alliance with Bola Ahmed Tinubu in respect to 20?
Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global